Ira, and nice to see you again after 14 years.
Yes, it seems like a long time.
Yes. So, let's go back in 2012. It was your first Eurovision experience.
Yes.
How was it back then?
Well, back in 2002, it was very different because there was no social media, there was very little YouTube, so, you know, that was already different. But what was different for me was that I was still beginning my career, so I was a young artist, you know, trying to discover myself, discover which styles I liked, and I just happened to participate with a song called Seventh Wonder. So now after 14 years, I'm participating with something that I co-wrote myself, 2 songs I co-wrote myself. So that is a bit of a difference to me, and I have 14 years of experience.
I want to know something about the sentiments back then. For the first time, Malta came second.
Yes.
What were your feelings when you saw Malta so high in the scoreboard that night?
Wow. I remember when the voting started, I took a sip of red wine. I don't really drink alcohol, but it was like my little treat. And as soon as I took this one, I was like, oh my God, I think I'm going to throw up, because I thought to myself, that is when it hit me that if things go wrong, if I don't get any voting, my career is like over before it even started. But then when the points started to go up, you know, 10, 12, 10, 12, 12, 12, 10, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to win this thing. What the hell am I going to do? You know, it's just the beginning. Where am I going to go? And then when Marianne started, you know, reaching us, there was obviously that slight disappointment at kind of missing the first place. But at the same time, I was still happy because Malta had reached an even higher place since Mary Spiteri had placed 3rd. And I believe Chiara had placed 3rd as well after her with the one that I love. So, you know, for me it was fantastic because it was my first experience on a massive stage in front of billions of people, and I placed 2nd for my country.
What were the reactions when you came back that year?
When I came back to Malta, the airport was swarming with people. I don't think the airport ever saw so many people. And it was crazy, you know. I couldn't believe that so many people came to see me. And there were people who I knew, who were friends of mine, who I would never believe would be like fans or would come and welcome me, and they actually came. So I was amazed at that, you know. Everyone came together. It was like Malta all united. It was a very good feeling because I felt that I was kind of instrumental in bringing the country together, whether they were, you know, from one party, political party or another, because we're quite a partisan country, and from every walk of life, you know. I remember when I walked off the aeroplane, there were the people who were working, you know, in the technical stuff with our national airline, and they were waiting there for me, and that made me even more emotional than, you know, walking down and meeting some of the politicians, you know. So it was nice. It was nice to see people from all walks of life.
And since 2012, in a brief summary, what happened with you?
Well, oh my God, there's so much that I have done. I had the first music DVD here in Malta, and I had a 400-page book released as well, with lots of photographs of many of my performances. I performed in the first Style of MTV Malta edition. I opened concerts for Elton John, for Katie Melua, for Ronan Keating, many international artists. I toured with Italian artists as well. I wrote, I think this is my 6th album now, studio album. So yeah, I've been busy.
Why so many years you didn't participate again in the national final?
I think it was because I was doing other things that were really cool. I thought were, you know, amazing to do. And
you thought that Eurovision was over for you with that 2nd place?
Not really, no. But I kept thinking to myself, you know, should I do it? Should I not do it? But then, when I saw Loreen winning Eurovision, I really liked her entry. I thought it was very fresh, you know, very current, very something you would hear on the radio. And then it just kept getting better, you know, the Eurovision kept getting better and better, as in the quality of the songs. And I decided, you know, why not come back?
Okay, you came back, but with 2 songs.
Yes.
Do you think that having two songs might weaken your
My chances.
chances to win?
Yes and no. I think they give a very varied palette to Ira Losco, which is what people here know me for, which is a very varied style of music. But yes, I mean, in the final, in the semi-final tomorrow, it might be the case that some people like one song and some people like another, and then the votes will be divided, and they'll end up with no songs in the final. But that is, but that is a risk to take. But about the two-song thing, I participated in Malta for 3 editions before I won. So I think it was 99, no, 2000, 2001, 2002 I won. In all those editions, I had more than one song because they had changed the regulations over here. You could participate with more than one. So in 2000, I participated with 2 songs. 2001 with 4 songs.
4?
Yes, and everyone was like, why is she participating with 4 songs? She really wants to win, obviously. and then the third time, I participated with 2. And I placed first and third.
Okay, what's the difference between the 2 songs?
Well, one of them is an up-tempo, kind of dancey track, you know, it's a bit more pop, Chameleon. And it's very mysterious, and it's about, you know, how us humans, we adapt and we change to our surroundings, and it's about hope and dark and light. It's very mysterious. And the other song is a power ballad, That's Why I Love You. It's about being in love with someone who's a bit crazy, but you still, you know, you still love him.
Okay, without revealing which one, do you have in your mind which song you would like to win?
I like both of them. I can never choose because when I perform a concert of what, 24 songs, 20 songs in a night, and I can never pick my favorite one. There's always a story to tell. But if you had to look at the statistics or look at what people are really looking at on YouTube, Chameleon has a bit more views, but that doesn't mean that on the night, when people see it on television, they will prefer that to That's Why I Love You, or vice versa. I guess it's just, it's a matter of the opinion of the people of which song they like better.
And at a specific moment.
Yes.
I want to ask you something. I'm reading in the regulations of Maltese television that it's not obligatory to go to Stockholm with the song that it will win tomorrow night, on Saturday night. Can you say to us that if you win with one of the 2 songs, that this will be the song for Stockholm?
I don't think it's entirely up to me. I don't think it's entirely up to the artist who wins the festival in Malta to decide that. And I think it's because, and I think it's wise that the regulations have highlighted this, because last year, for example, when Amber won, it was very early on in the competition. It was November. So Malta gave away their cards straight away. So other countries, you know, might have said, okay, so Malta's participating with this kind of song, so, you know, we might want to up our game and come up with some other style or whatever. So I think this regulation is there to kind of, you know, give some more options for a better song to come along, maybe. So I don't discount that if I had to be the winner.
In a personal level, if we want to describe Ira Losco in a few words, who are you?
Well, I'm very honest, I think. I'm energetic, and I'm very young at heart.
Nice. Are you going to? Are you planning to visit some countries in case you win for some promo tours? Are you in favor of promo tour as a strategy?
I can't answer those questions because I don't know what the board has in mind, the local board has in mind for this kind of promotion. But I'm sure they have it all very well planned out. But I mean, I would love to visit some countries as a promotional tour because I love to travel, I love to meet new people. But most of all, it would be, you know, really good for me to be there if I had to win and promote the song, you know.
Okay. And the last thing from that I want from you is that we are celebrating 15 years of our website, oikotimes.com. Can you give us a special wish or sing a happy birthday for us?
Okay. Would you like a Marilyn Monroe version?
Sorry?
Would you like a Marilyn Monroe version? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, oikotimes. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much, and all the best for Saturday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Can I have a